3 mistakes candidates make unknowingly in screening tests and no one talks about it. So if you feel you're one of those candidates who has been continuously making mistakes and getting screened out, or you feel screening test is a big milestone for you, watch the whole video till the end. Jai Hind everyone, I'm Major Prajakta Desai. I'm an Indian Army veteran and now a motivation and military leadership coach. In next 10 minutes or so, let me break it down one by one and tell you all the mistakes that candidates make in the screening test and how to navigate it. Number 1. Thinking that OIR test is a number game. Let me tell you, it is a test about knowing your IQ as well as knowing your approach and clarity in things. So how do you go about it? Number 1. Nobody is expecting you to get 100% marks. Well, if you are that intelligent enough, then it's good to go. But what is expected out of you is to get accuracy. What do most of the candidates do is they go on attempting each and every question leading to negative markings or incorrect answers. Whereas I would suggest always focus on quality over quantity. Attempt 35 to 40 questions, but let them be right. If you feel you're stuck up on a difficult question, just leave that question and move to the next one. It is also important for you to keep practicing the OIR test. There are a number of test series that come online. You can make use of it and practice them. Another important thing for you to know is that you should not have any random ticks or any random guesses. All you have to do is attempt only what you know for sure. Moving to the second one. Thinking that your PPDT is a story writing competition. Let me tell you that's not the case. PPDT is actually a structured psychological check for your leadership traits. So I've listed down all the things that are needed for you to follow in your PPDT. Number 1, your stories that you write shouldn't be completely heroic. For example, if they show you a picture of a boy on maybe a football field and ask you to write a story, the first thing or most of the candidates do is that they will write a story how he became an Olympic champion in those 5 minutes. Do you think that's practical? No. In fact, you can show him as a progressive leader, an empowered leader. You can write how he became a good sportsman in those 5 minutes. Or in those 4 minutes that you utilize to write a story. You can show each and every step that he takes to, become a specific person or to become successful in his career. Writing story with lot of heroism and machoism doesn't help. You need to be completely practical. Stories should be achievable, relatable, and within the socio-military fabric. A secret tip, take first 20 seconds to look at the picture and then frame your stories. Also, this entire test is based upon your clarity. Also the relatability and relevance, and also the optimism that you can bring in your story without having any heroism or machoism. Important for you to know is that through your stories, you are giving them a practical solution to a specific situation. I would suggest be a person in the game. Be situationally aware and think, what would I really do if this would happen in a real life? For example, if you see an accidental situation, I would not expect or nobody expects you to write a story when you are the only person handling the entire situation. So what should you do? You should also include the resources that you may not see in the picture. That is something that is not visible in the picture, but yes, which can be incorporated. Be a leader, but also be a person who leads the team, who doesn't take each and everything onto himself, but goes ahead and takes the help of everyone in solving. Always remember the 4 minutes that are given to you are very important. You need to take at least 20 seconds to understand the picture, then write an introduction of about maybe 2 lines and conclusion about 2 lines. And the main body should contain the situation, the task that is there, and what are the actions that you've taken which are practical and realistic in your approach. Third one is in group narration / discussion. This is the time when most of the candidates either fade out completely or the ones who are being aggressive or dominating. Remember, the test is not to see how well you can lead a group and dominate. Predominantly, it is to see your interpersonal skills. How I as a person listen to others, put up my thoughts forward, do not interrupt when others are speaking, allow people to speak, analyze the complete situation, do not take advantage of somebody not speaking, not pushing somebody down. But when I'm talking, I am talking as a leader who makes sense. So if you feel that, you are not having an opportunity to speak, take time, be calm. See what other people are talking and make a point to put forward your point. A pro tip over here is, remember your tone, the pitch of your voice, the way you speak, the way you not fumble, how calm and composed you are, how slow and soft you are rather than shouting and being loud, will decide what kind of a leader you will be and will give you a space to speak. When you're speaking, ensure that no one interrupts you. And when others are speaking, ensure that you do not interrupt others. It is important to be a people leader rather than being a selfish person there. In your narration, be quick and crisp when you speak. As I said, talk slowly but talk sense. Take the time that is given to you. This is a solo narration. This will be the time when you can shine. So use it optimally. Another important thing is, if you have been making all these 3 mistakes, as I have given you the remedy for it, there are certain things which you also keep in mind. So let me just summarize this. Number 1 is social intelligence and the maturity that you bring to the group. When you are talking in a group, it's important for you to show maturity towards others. People may create a fish market, as I said, but it is important for you to place your points correctly. You know what is silently noted? That how a leader doesn't keep defending his own points, but also picks up 1 or 2 points from others and almost, builds upon it, agrees to them. Next is optimistic and realistic leadership projection. As I said, that when you write a story or when you narrate a story, it's important for you to give practical aspects for it rather than becoming a superman and a superwoman. Remember, they are looking for leaders who can lead men in situations which are of high pressure. So if you give practical, doable, relatable and realistic solutions, you are good to go. Lastly, mental composure and task responsiveness. You need to be situationally aware and at the same time remain calm and composed. Obviously, screening test is one of the, I would say, toughest and also the one which creates a lot of pressure on candidates. Why? Because that's the first step in your selection procedure. So it's quite understood that people will get pressurized. But it is also important for you to know that screening test is like a tiny bit of, I would say the trailer of SSB, wherein the assessors see that are the traits that we require in a leader of Indian Armed Forces is available in the person. Does this person have the leadership qualities which are we looking for, and are the qualities trainable? And that is what distinctly, separates you between the person who gets screened in and the person who doesn't. So remember, they are looking for a person who will take decisions, who will be quick enough under pressure, but will not be extra heroistic. He or she will be relatable and optimistic and will be practical and also not budge under pressure. So stay calm, stay composed. If we sum it up, all you need to do is practice your OIR test, have your narration crisp and clear, do not pull down or dominate others, have calm and composure in your actions, and you will be good to go. If you have liked this video, go hit the like button, share with all your friends and the defense aspirants, and subscribe to my YouTube channel and stay on the channel so that I come up with more and more videos like these which will help you navigate through your SSB. Jai Hind.